Hi there, my name is Tom Morgan and this is my unboxing and first look at the Ubiquiti UniFi G3 video camera. Now if you've not seen any of these before, this isn't a review of the product, but this is an unboxing kind of before I start using the product. So it's really designed to answer those questions you might have before purchasing around what's in the box, what's included, how big is it, how does it attach to the wall, all those kind of questions that you might not be able to find the answer to. And certainly I couldn't find the answer to before making purchasing decisions. So a disclaimer before we start, Ubiquiti sent me this product in order that I could produce this video for you and also produce some review videos later once I've had a chance to have a play. Now if you only know UniFi and Ubiquiti for their Wi-Fi equipment, then you should know as well that they also have a range of cameras. They're video cameras, and they're designed to run on your network, wired into your network, and help with things like CCTV and surveillance and those kind of applications. Now, Ubiquiti sell a number of different products in the UniFi range. This is one of their cameras. They also sell a dome camera, also called a G3, a dome camera, which I'm going to unbox and talk about separately. There is also a optional kind of network video unit, a network video recorder, which you can use to capture the video feed. Again, I'm covering the unboxing of that separately. All right, so let's get started. So like all of the Ubiquiti products I've looked at so far, this one comes in a white vanity box, but the sort of standard cardboard box on the inside, and you can see the Ubiquiti or the UniFi UBNT hologram there. That lets you know that it's genuine. So in terms of box dimensions, if you're worried about shipping, I can tell you right now, it's around 180 centimeters by 135 by around 120. So in inches, you're looking at around 7 inches by just over 5, a touch over 5, by just under 5. All right. Opening the box up, so we've got the vanity case there with the picture of it on, and let's just have a quick look at that before we the flip side. We've got some nice imagery there of the dashboard and the UniFi video software, and it's got a list of features here. So 1080p full HD, 30 frames per second, infrared LEDs, a weatherproof enclosure. So that means it can be mounted outside. It's got a built-in microphone and it's power over Ethernet. So that's really good if you're putting it into an existing UniFi system where you've got power over Ethernet switches, then you're kind of sorted. If you're not and you don't have power over Ethernet, looking at the package contents, you're still covered because it looks like there's a PoE adapter included along with some mounting kits and a quick start guide. So let's take a look at all that. So how's this going to work? Okay, I think it comes apart like this. Oh, there we go. All right, so coming out, this is the actual camera itself. Okay, so it feels solidly built. It feels relatively weighty. I'd say it's 1 kilo or 2 kilos maybe. And it kind of looks like it's built to last. It looks weatherproof. It's got a little I don't know what you call this, like a rain cap, I suppose. And you've got the lens at the front there, and you've got the Ubiquiti logo on either side. So I'm just going to pop that down there for a minute. I've got a quick start guide, I'll come back to that. Digging down further into the box. So this is the power over Ethernet adapter here. And this comes with a power cable. So it's a cloverleaf power cable. If you're buying this, so this was shipped to me directly from Ubiquiti. If you're buying it locally, your local provider will likely put in a kind of regionally appropriate power cable for you. If they don't, they're readily available, but that's what you're looking for. It's called a cloverleaf power cord. And then also in the box here, we've got this, which looks like a pole mount unit, and this, which I'm guessing is therefore the wall mount unit. So let's move these boxes out of the way and take another look at the camera itself. So in terms of mounting onto the wall, then there are a couple of options, and they're likely to be covered in this user guide. So we've got going through this quick start guide. Now it's worth saying these quick start guides are available on the web as well. Just look on the Ubiquiti website and you'll find the PDFs for all of them. So let's have a look. So this is the pole mount bracket. Yeah, so I was kind of right. This goes on the pole. You can secure it with tie clips or Jubilee clips or whatever you want to use. And then presumably there's a mechanism for getting that in there. I'll come to that in a minute. But it's the same, I guess it's the same kind of deal for doing the wall mounting. Yeah, so let's have a look at hardware installation. So let's have a look. So remove the mounting base. Oh, okay, so let's just have a play with this and see what happens. So it feels like this unscrews. This is where I break it, but so this end bit unscrews, okay, like so, and this now moves around much more freely than it did before. I'm just going to pop that down there. So this is the bit you need to get onto either the wall or the pole or whatever it is you're doing. So if you're wall mounting it, then that just goes straight into the wall, and you can use these to help you. And there's a slot for the cable as well that goes in there. So remember, this is power over Ethernet, so you're going to be looking at an Ethernet cable that goes in there. So this bit that's in here, included as part of the wall mount kit, is actually a cable gland. So you need to make sure you put that in for waterproofing. Okay, so that's going to go in as well. So if you look in the back here, if you look all the way down, you could just about make out there's an RJ45 port. So I don't know if there's an easier way of taking all this apart, so you just so you can see it a little bit better. I don't think there is. I think the idea is you just poke the cable down yourself, clip it in there, and then you've got the cable gland that goes on and plugs in that little hole in there, and I now can't get it out. But you can see now the cable gland is in. I'm going to have to get that out later with a pair of pliers. Plugs in, makes a really nice tight seal, as you can tell. And then this, which is on the wall, goes into it. You screw the whole thing up, and that's how you get a nice watertight seal. And your cable could either run out this way, or it can run up and along the wall this way. So there's no real obvious the only obvious thing is this rubberized portion here. So if I can find something to kind of get that open with, let's try a knife. Okay, some things in here. Looks like there's I can see that. There we go. It looks like a little USB port and a memory slot and maybe a reset switch as well. So kind of interestingly, there's no reference to that in the user guide anywhere. So I'm going to guess they're all future expansion options. So I'm going to put that back on again. I might be wrong, but I didn't see anything in the user guide when I looked through it with reference to that. Okay, so this is the bit that people are really going to see. That's the right way up, like that. And you can move it around before you screw it tight. Once you screw it tight, it's fixed. But in the meantime, you can move it around, position it. You've got a range of up and down, left, right. So you can kind of point it around kind of exactly as you need it to. In terms of measurements, let's just the kind of visible part of the camera that's going to be exposed. If this is on the wall, let's take it out to the longest it's going to be. It's going to protrude out from the wall I think you're looking at around 120, 130 centimeters. That's going to be around about 5 inches out. All right, so just to round up, I'm just going to pop this so that, just as a reminder, that's the wall mount bit that screws back on, like so. And then once that's nice and tight, this then stops moving, like so, like so. And then it's there. So just to round up, so in the box is the camera itself. Just going to pop there. Some screws for wall mounting. A pole mount, so should you need to mount it onto a pole. Power of Ethernet adapter, which you only need to use if you don't have a power of Ethernet switch. A power cable, and of course the user guide, which I've completely taken apart, and it's over here, so it's just, here we go, and the user guide. Alright, so that was my unboxing and first look at the Ubiquiti UniFi G3 video camera.